This is Mellissa Thomas with Florida National News. Welcome, guys. We got a special edition show, and this is my co-host.
Yes, I'm Kathleen Michelle.
And today we have somebody who has made history. We have Jonathan Geo Don. Say the last name?
Lopez.
Jonathan Geo Don Lopez, who is the WBC Youth World Featherweight Champion. All right, so we're going to get into this amazing story. You guys stay tuned for these questions. Stay tuned for his story. And I will get Kathleen started with the first question.
Well, we know that you've been fighting boxing for a long time. In fact, started at 3 in training. Tell me about when you started to really fight.
Well, when I started to fight, I basically had it in me already. I've been watching my aunts fight, and my father is my coach. So everything is like first nature, and it's like a family tradition.
Wow. So you've been fighting for a long time, and this is a big deal for you because in December is when you got this title of this championship. Tell me a little bit about how hard it is to train as a boxer.
Well, you have to have the dedication, discipline to the sport, and the sport is fragile, it's jealous, selfish, so you gotta treat the sport with the utmost respect, and that's what I do with boxing.
Yeah, and I know that you said your family, they're all fighters. In fact, your dad is the coach. Tell me about your relationship with your father and how that's impacted you and influenced you as a boxer.
Well, I'm glad that my father is my coach, because you have a deeper relationship, and that puts more love into the sport of boxing, and it just makes me a greater fighter than what I am.
And just wanted to piggyback on that real quick, because one of the off-screen you were telling us that one of your influences is Floyd Mayweather, and his dad was his coach. So kind of talk a little bit about that parallel.
Well, we all know a father and son duo in boxing is really deep, and it's really unique in the sport of boxing. And like I said, I'm just happy to have my father with me in my corner and train me in my boxing career. So
that's awesome. And I know you're pretty well known in the community here in Orlando, and someone discovered you, Roy Jones, actually. And tell me about how that transpired and got you into this position of boxing and making the championship.
Well, Roy Jones referred me to MTK, which is the company that I'm with, and it's a blessing to have a legend such as Roy Jones, and I'm grateful to him to have referred me to MTK, and I'm grateful to be in the position I am right now in my boxing career. So
who are the people who influence you the most in boxing? That's my question.
Well, there's the greats like Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Andre Ward. There's a lot of them. I just love boxing, and I love the people that show love to the sport, such as those legends.
Yeah, and they're not, the title you have, there's no one that holds that title, right? Like, this is a big deal where you have this featherweight championship, and this is really something that's going to go into the history books. And how exciting is that for you?
It's amazing to me. It's one of the happiest things that's in my career right now, and I am the WBC Youth World Featherweight Champion, and like I said, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm happy to gain this title in only 5-6 fights at 18 years old, and this is history for my career.
Now, tell me a little bit about the training, because I did a little boxing when I was younger, believe it or not, and didn't get too far with it, but it was a good training ground, and I know that it's tiring. I mean, you work out, at least I did, 3 hours a day for a 3-minute, fight where it's, several, not just 3, but you go back to back, and you get tired in that boxing ring. So tell me about your training and what that looks like.
Well, I train 3 times a day, 2-3 times a day. I train 8 hours a day, and I put a lot of dedication and discipline to the sport. And it's not easy for an average or normal person, but obviously I'm not average or I'm not normal, and I try to shoot for greatness. So
that's wonderful. So what are your goals coming up? Do you want to continue to hold that title? Are you wanting to gain some weight and go into another division? What are your plans?
Well, we'll see. I'll go back with my team, and I'll check out the options. And right now I just want to enjoy my belt. I want to enjoy the time with my family, enjoy the holidays, and just be happy.
Right. And tell me also about how you can inspire, or how you do inspire people your age, because at your age, a lot of people are out partying and just kind of living it up, but you're really dedicated to the sport. So if there's someone watching and maybe they have goals or dreams but feel it's impossible, what would you say to someone right now?
Well, shoot for the moon so you can at least hit the stars. Dream big, aim for big goals, and just stay disciplined, stay dedicated, and love what you do, because without loving what you do, it's pointless. So stay true to your dreams.
Yeah, and before we head out, I wanted to ask you about your name, how you got your nickname, and what it means to you.
Well, it's the Don family. My father is Don John. I'm Geo Don. My little brother Johan Don. So it's just a Don family. It's a boss thing.
Okay, nice, Geo Don. Well, I'm excited because I know that we are one of the first here at Florida National News to actually have your attention and get this interview, and we know you're going places, so we're excited to hear about all that you're going to be doing up and coming, and I know in the summer you'll probably be fighting again, mostly training for now. Is there anything you'd like to say that maybe we didn't cover that's important to you right now?
Well, just if you want to stay tuned with more Geo Don, and if you want to keep up with me, you can follow my social medias at Geo Don Official, and I'll keep up with all my future plans and keep you guys updated.
Awesome. Mellissa?
Well, you actually covered that last question. I was going to ask, where can people find out more about you? But one thing I did want to follow up on just a little bit. You were talking about your training regimen. Kind of talk about the importance of kind of your diet as well. Like what are you normally ingesting to maintain your shape and stay as fit and energized as possible for each fight?
Well, I train all year round. I'm always active, and I don't have to lose too much weight. I stay right at the weight that I'm fighting at, maybe 5 pounds over, 8 pounds over. But I'm always on weight, and I'm always staying active. I never really take any breaks.
Do you have to eat anything healthy, or can you eat McDonald's? Because that's what my problem was when I boxed. That's how I gained weight.
When as hard as I train, I have to reward myself with pizza or candy or any little, rice, white rice. I just reward myself because boxing is already hard as it is.
As it is.
So.
But when you want to lose weight before the fight, you probably tone down on what you eat.
Of course, it's boxing. You got to be on weight for the fight. But that's normal to me. It's nothing new, and I've done this for so long that it's easy.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. It's an honor to be here, and I'm happy to be here on Florida National News.
Yes, congratulations. We look forward to having your autograph and more about what is going to happen for you in the future. Thank you so much for being with us. And I'm Kathleen Michelle with Florida National News.
And I'm Mellissa Thomas with Florida National News. Make sure, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. You'll find us at Florida National News on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Until next time, guys, take care.